Hey, hi, hello guys. I hope that you have been doing great these days. En esta lección vamos a tener a una persona súper importante en este canal. Su nombre es Cade y él con nosotros.
Hello, everyone. I'm very glad to be here with you today.
Tell us about you. How old are you?
I am 17 years old, almost 18. I am in high school here in the United States.
Where are you from?
I am from the state of Minnesota, which is in the northern part of the United States. So it gets very cold here in the winters.
And tell us, what was your favorite place here in the Dominican Republic?
My favorite place when I traveled to the Dominican Republic 4 years ago was probably Cabarete or 21 Waterfalls. Both of those experiences were very fun. And I also enjoyed my time in Rio Grande Abajo, which is a small village in the middle center of the island.
And tell us, how did you learn Spanish?
When I was growing up, I was forced to learn Spanish, but I didn't like it. Until I traveled to the Dominican Republic, I came to love the language and wish I had actually paid attention in class. And after that trip, I spent hours and took many classes on Spanish, and I enjoy talking with others and sharing cultures.
Can we hear your Dominican accent?
I can do a Spanish accent, but my Dominican accent is not very good.
Tell us, what are you doing this summer?
This summer, I am doing a lot of landscaping and work outdoors, and I am also flying my drone and taking photographs because I enjoy it and I could make a career out of it.
We would like to see some pictures of them.
Maybe I will send you a few from my trip to the Dominican Republic and you can put them on the screen.
It will be great.
How did you start learning English?
Well, being honest, I don't remember because since I was a child, I've been like in love with this language, but I started studying seriously like 1 year ago when I started university because I want to make like a lot of friends and I enjoy speaking the language.
Fun, very cool.
I have the question for you. Do you think that you learn a language better by yourself or in a classroom? Tell us.
I think it depends on the person and on the classroom. For someone with a lot of motivation who really wants to learn the language, independent study can be very helpful. I know that when I was not in school during the summers, I had a lot of fun with my friend from Spain and watching videos and studying workbooks and practicing my Spanish, and that was very helpful for me. And for me, classrooms aren't the best. I didn't learn a ton in some of my Spanish classes at school. However, I know people who have taken languages in immersion environments at schools and in classrooms that have learned much more than any person can study by themselves. So in summary, I think it really just depends on the person and in the classroom. So today I have 5 tips for learning English better. And the first is to talk from your throat. In Spanish, you talk from the mouth and use the tongue a lot. However, in English, you talk from the back of your mouth and the throat. To give an example, my friend from Spain, he started speaking English with a thick accent, but over time, by speaking from the back of his throat, he was able to sound a lot more like a native speaker and master the language. My second tip is to create an immersion environment. So for me, I changed my phone and computer to Spanish. I listened to music in Spanish. I listened to podcasts in Spanish. I watched movies in Spanish and with Spanish subtitles. And when you're able to spend more time in an immersion environment, even in your own home, you can understand the language better than just doing 5 minutes of practice a day.
For me, it has worked really great because I know that my English isn't perfect yet, but I'm trying. And when you try to practice to speak, you lost all the fear and you understand better.
My third tip is to watch videos with subtitles in English. Just listening to videos doesn't help you to understand and learn new words, but only reading the language doesn't help you to hear the language and understand its tone and how to speak it. But if you can combine both text and audio, for example, through movies or YouTube videos, you can understand the language and how it's spoken.
Yeah, you're right. But also, I will say that you can sort like watching the video with subtitles, but after you watch it completely, you can watch that again without the subtitles to see how much you can understand.
Yes, I have to do the same thing because in real life conversations, there are no subtitles. So,
Exactly.
yeah. So there has to be a balance of using the subtitles to understand the audio so that when you only hear the audio, you can understand exactly what they're saying. And my fourth tip is to express ideas in the language. So, for example, maybe practice writing about any topic you want. It could be a trip, it could be about your life or a story. You could also simply have a conversation with yourself or talk with a friend in the language. I love the Tandem app to help find people to talk with. When you express ideas in the language, your brain is able to retain these words instead of just translating in your head. You can understand the language, and in the future, you can express more ideas if you start practicing now.
Also, something that could work because when people are starting learning a new language, they are afraid to make mistakes. So something that could work is like write down in a notebook all the stuff that you have to do in a normal day, like for example get out, wash your teeth, and something like that.
Yes, I know making mistakes can be very scary, but the only way to learn is if you take risks. Having a good friend that you can talk to and practice the language is important instead of just random strangers, which can be more scary. My fifth tip is to create small and manageable goals. It's easy to say, I'm going to learn 50 words a day when you're really excited, but a week from now, you're not going to be learning any. So if you can set easy goals for long periods of time, it's better than just spending 5 hours one day studying.
I agree with you because I used to do that. I was like, I will learn 50 words today, but the next day I forgot almost all the words, and I was like really tired to start learning another 50 words. So yeah, you're right. To achieve something, we have to approve something that could work,
Yeah.
not like trying to learn a lot, or even something better. Try to learn words that you know that you're gonna use, because we spend hours memorizing words that we never use in a conversation. So we are stressed out and like give up. And so learn words that are like important for you. So
Yeah.
that's my tip.
And furthermore, I know it can be hard to even set goals for a bigger goal. It's easy to say, I want to be fluent in English, but you have to plan how you're going to do it. Instead of making general claims, you need to have a plan. So having small, manageable goals over time will help you achieve your long-term goals without getting tired of the learning process. Adiós, gracias por escucharme y espero que disfrutes aprendiendo inglés. Pasa buen día.
Homework. Grabar una conversación similar con un amigo suyo o amiga suya. Y recuerde suscribirte si no lo has hecho. Bye bye.